Hello guys, this is Kelly. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You probably have 50k somewhere, and that's probably why you've clicked on this video because you want to know what businesses 50k can do for you. Well, good news is I have 5 business ideas that are very profitable that one can start easily with the sum of 50,000 naira. Now, without wasting so much of your time, let's dive straight into it. The first business I would talk about that you can start with a sum of 50,000 naira is a POS business. ATM machines don't have network and they sometimes don't dispense money. It has led to the rise of the POS business. Now, to start a POS business, you don't need too much. You just need the POS machine, and with 50,000, you probably might not be able to, get yourself a kiosk, but you can get a table and an umbrella. That's all you need to start a POS business, and the cash you'll be using to run the business. Now, the nice places that you can position your business to ensure it's profitable would include, student areas, residential areas, filling stations, because you know that in filling stations, a lot of people that want to pay for fuel don't have cash, and sometimes they're not comfortable making transfers to the filling station because of network issues. So they mostly want to get cash that they'll use to pay. And if you find yourself in a filling station that is filled up, especially during fuel scarcity period, that's a lot of profit you'll be making just from a POS business that you start with 50,000 naira or less. Another place that you can be very profitable at this POS business is construction sites. So you see many of these laborers that get paid 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira daily. A good percentage of them don't even have bank accounts. So it's stressful for their supervisors or engineers to, send money across to them. So what would they rather do? They'll rather withdraw the whole money in bulk, and sometimes it runs into huge sums of money because they have to pay a lot of people cash, you know. And this is, if you position yourself in a good construction site that has a whole lot of workers, I'm sure you're going to be very profitable running a POS business there. The second business idea I think you can start, or I don't think, I'm sure, I know you can start with a sum of 50,000 naira, and it's profitable in Nigeria, is the Clutter Business. The Clutter Business is basically connecting buyers of fairly used items to seller, yes, to sellers, connecting the sellers to buyers. Now, there's the jackpot syndrome. Everybody is trying to relocate and run away. So when everybody is trying to run away, what happens to the furniture that they had in the house that they were living in Nigeria? What happens to their car? What happens to their appliances? Exactly. They want to sell it off. They want to liquidate and get cash. So how you can come in if you want to do this business is, connecting these sellers to potential buyers that don't have a lot of money to buy brand new items, brand new furniture, appliances, etc. Connect them, and you make a commission from each sale. All you need to start a declutter business is a smartphone. Basically, a smartphone and data. Once you have a smartphone, you set up a page, most likely an Instagram page. You could run ads and then just advertise that this is your business, so people that are interested in selling out their items will reach out to you, and the people that want to buy would also reach out to you, and that way on each sale you make a lot of money. For instance, if a particular item costs 500,000 naira as a brand new item, and somebody is desperate for cash because the person wants to travel out and the person is not doing anything with the furniture he has or whatever it is that he has, and he says, okay, well, I don't mind throwing it away for 100k. You as the declutter person can decide to market it out at 120, 130, 150,000, and when that sale is made, give the seller 100,000 and the balance is all yours. So you see that even from one sale, you can even make up your capital. So it's a very profitable business that you can start with 50,000 naira or less. Your target audience is social media, basically. The third business that I know that you can start with the sum of 50,000 naira in Nigeria and make, oh sorry, my eyes, I don't know what's getting into my eyes, and make, tons of profit from it is laundry business. Now, you don't necessarily have to purchase a washing machine, and go big on it. A laundry business is a business that you can start from your home. You can start, washing clothes manually. What would you need? You need some buckets, you need some basins, hangers, detergent, starch, and whatever it will be that you'll be using to label the clothes. you know you don't need, I'm sure with less than 50,000 naira you can get all of these things I've mentioned, the pressing iron inclusive. Um, so if you want to start that business and you want to be profitable, where should you look at positioning yourself? There are so many places you can position yourself. You can target corporate workers, people that work 9 to 5. They barely have time to do their laundry, and if you offer them your service, I'm sure a lot of them will jump on it. You can also target hostels, where there are students, university students. Students spend a lot of money. That's a fun fact. So you want to target students, do their laundry for them and make money off that. You also want to look at hotels, hotels and short-let apartments. There's always a constant need to wash towels, bed sheets, etc. You can come in there, and if you're the one, doing all of that, washing the bed sheets and towels for a massive hotel, you know what you'll be making in one session. You could make your capital back. Now, the fourth business idea I want to give you that you can start with the sum of 50,000 naira is house or office cleaning, or post construction cleaning also. Now, house and office cleanings is basically helping people to clean their houses, helping people to clean their offices. With how busy everybody is, people barely have time to do some of these jobs, and you can offer to do it for them. You can offer to clean people's homes, you can offer to clean people's houses. In fact, in the construction industry is more profitable because there's a lot of site waste around. So I see people that make way more than 50,000 naira per service, and we're talking about your capital being 50,000 naira or less. What do you need to get? Just detergents, brooms, mops, scrapers, cleaning chemicals, and that's it. You're good to go. So for one session you can make your capital back or even more. So that's a very profitable business that you should consider if you have 50,000 naira you want to start a business with. Finally, the fifth business idea that I know that you can start with the sum of 50,000 naira and you will make a whole lot of profit is mini importation. With how e-commerce is booming, there's so many people that don't even have physical stores, but they're selling out items. They're selling a lot of items that they import from China and from all these other countries on platforms like AliExpress and so on. I mean, you could get phone accessories, you could get clothing, you could get jewelries for very cheap prices. I think somebody was telling me about how there's a jewelry, a bracelet that was gotten on AliExpress for about 200 naira, for one of it, and it's a very beautiful bracelet. Now you could import that in high number and start selling each of them. If you sell each of those bracelets as 5,000 naira, trust me, it's worth it. So you see that by the time you do this kind of importation, on your first, on your first sales, you could make your profit back and even more. And then you pump in more money into the business, you import more, you sell, and that way you grow very big. So this is a business that all you require, if you have your smartphone, of course, you just need a capital that you use to order for the items that would come. And 50,000 is more than enough to order, a good quantity of some of these little items that are easy to sell. So these are 5 business ideas you can start with 50,000 naira or less and make a whole lot of profit. Some people might have, 9 to 5 jobs that are keeping them. The good news is that you can do all of these 5 businesses I mentioned when you have your 9 to 5 business. You just need to, you don't have to be the person, operating the POS machine. You don't have to be the person, okay, you can do your 9 to 5 job actually and handle social media page where you're doing your declutter business. But if you're so overwhelmed with work, you can assign it to somebody, to do for you, and you just monitor it. You don't need to be the person to do laundry yourself. You can get people that will do it for you, and you just pay them, according to what they wash, and you make your profit. The cleaning business, it doesn't have to be you to go do the cleaning. You just assemble people together to get the cleaning done. You make your money, you pay them, and you know, retain your profit from it. Same as the mini importation business, it also doesn't have to be you. It could be somebody else running it, and you monitor it. Today is a very good day for you to start that business that you've been asking, what can this 50,000 naira do for me if I want to start a business? Today is a good day for you to start that business. You have 5 very profitable ideas, and if you have some other business ideas you think can be, can commence with 50,000 naira or less, please feel free to put them in the comment section so that the rest of us can also gain some insight from it. If I did not waste your time while you watch this video, please do well to subscribe to my channel. It's a form of encouragement for me to keep dishing out videos on business, marketing, finance, personal development, etc. Share the videos to people that you know would be interested in watching content like this. And hit the notification bell also so that you'll be notified whenever I post another video. Until the next time, go win and prosper.